On the news today, National Judicial Council recommends 12 judges for Court of Appeal. On the foreign scene, Ebola outbreak kills dozens in Democratic Republic of Congo. President Donald Trump concludes state visit to China. And in sports, Rivers Hoopers begin intensive preparation for 2026 Nigeria Premier Basketball League season. Glad to have you join us. This is the news update at 12 on Dominion Television, Ibadan. I'm Ronke Giwa Onafuwa. The National Judicial Council has recommended 12 High Court judges to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for appointment as justices of the Court of Appeal ahead of possible litigations from the 2027 general elections. According to a statement by the NUC's Deputy Director of Information, Mrs. Kemi Babalola Ogidingbe, the appointments are intended to fill vacancies created by retirements and elevations to the Supreme Court. Among the judges nominated are Justices James Omotosho and Emeka Mwite, known for handling high-profile political and criminal cases. Others include Yakubu Mohammed, Jennifer Ijoho, Bala Shuaib, Veronica Dandom, and Adiola Enikomei. All were set to have passed rigorous screening processes. Now, the Oyo State Commissioner of Police, Olugbemiga Bimbola, has called on journalists to support the police in maintaining security across the state. He made the appeal during a courtesy visit by executives of the Nigeria Union of Journalists, Oyo State Council, to the police command headquarters in Ibadan. He stressed that security is a collective responsibility and noted that the police depend on credible information from the public and the media to carry out effective operations. The commissioner attributed the relative peace in Oyo State to the efforts of security agencies and called for stronger collaboration among journalists, security agencies and INEC ahead of the forthcoming general elections. Now, Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has declared his intention to contest for the presidency of the Federal Republic of Nigeria under the newly formed alliance between the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and the Allied People's Movement, APM. Governor Makinde made the declaration at a mega rally held at Makbo Hall to officially announce the alliance between the PDP and APM ahead of the 2027 general elections. Our correspondent, Damilola Daudu, reports.
The historic Mopo Hall in Ibadan became a major political hub as members of the People's Democratic Party, the Allied People's Movement, and supporters from different groups gathered in large numbers to witness the alliance between the two parties ahead of the 2027 general election. Speaking at the rally, Governor Seyi Makinde described the alliance between the PDP and APM as a strategic move towards building a stronger coalition capable of providing alternative leadership for the country. Describing the development as historic, the governor said the alliance will field candidates for various election positions from the presidencies to state assemblies. In their separate remarks, the national chairman of the Allied People's Movement, Dr. Yusuf Dantale, a member of the PDP Board of Trustees, Honorable Ali Odefa, the national secretary of the APM, Honorable Oyadayi Ayodele, and Olusheye Okpatoki, commended the development stride of Governor Seyi Makinde. They stated that the alliance between the APM and PDP was aimed at restoring the pride of Nigerians and strengthening democracy in the country.
We are happy. His Excellency has chosen a good choice. APM and PDP alliance perfect.
Also speaking, the senatorial candidate Olufemi Ajadi Oguntoyibo said the inability of the ruling party at the national level to fulfill its promises to Nigerians informed the decision of the parties to form an alliance aimed at delivering the needed change in the country. He added that his candidacy will further advance the objective of the coalition.
With APM and PDP, it's a great one because when they plan all their plan, believing that democracy will not exist, God has made every possibility best to make a provision.
Earlier, leaders of the People's Democratic Party and the Allied People's Movement signed and presented a memorandum of understanding at the PDP Southwest Secretariat Soji Adagunodo House, Old Ife Road, Ibadan. Damilola Daudu reporting for Dominion News.
Meanwhile, some aggrieved members of the All Progressives Congress in Oyo State have protested against alleged imposition of candidates ahead of the 2027 general elections. The protesters stormed the APC Secretariat in Okeado, Ibadan, during a stakeholders meeting demanding transparent and credible party primaries. Reacting to the incident, Oyo APC Publicity Secretary Olawale Shadari alleged that hoodlums sponsored by disgruntled elements disrupted the meeting and damaged property at the Secretariat. He said the matter has been reported to security agencies for investigation. Now, away from the pace-setter state, Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun has approved health insurance coverage for retirees under a new scheme known as the Ogun State Retirees Health Insurance Scheme. The state head of service, Kehinde Onasonya, said the government will pay 17.4 million naira monthly to fund the program. He explains that retirees will enjoy full health insurance coverage without making any financial contribution. According to the government, the scheme is aimed at improving access to affordable health care and reducing medical expenses for retired public servants. Now, moving on to the foreign scene, health authorities are working to contain a deadly Ebola outbreak in Northeastern Democratic Republic of Congo, where at least 65 people have died. The Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says about 246 suspected cases have been recorded, raising concerns over possible cross-border spread. Preliminary tests confirmed Ebola in several samples, with the outbreak largely concentrated in Ituri province. Regional health officials from Congo, Uganda and South Sudan have held emergency talks amid fears linked to population movement and insecurity in affected areas. And now United States President Donald Trump has concluded his state visit to Beijing after final rounds of talks with Chinese President Xi Jinping. Trump described the meeting as very successful and unforgettable, while Chinese state media quoted Xi as calling the visit historic. Discussions between both leaders focused on trade, oil, Iran, and tensions over Taiwan. President Trump also claimed that China agreed to buy oil from the United States and support efforts to keep the Strait of Hormuz open. And now talking sports, Rivers Hoopers have begun preparations for the 2026 Nigeria Premier Basketball League season. The league will tip off on May 16th with 20 teams split into the Atlantic and Savannah conferences. The Kingsmen are placed in Atlantic Conference Group A alongside Comets BC, Hoops and Raptors BC and Dan Conference Giants. Their group games will hold in Ibadan from May 16th to 26th. Despite a short build-up, the camp has been described as intense, with new signings strengthening the squad. The team is also motivated by redemption after narrowly losing last season's final 74-72 to Mactown Flyers. You can visit our website on www.dominion.org.ng to watch us live and interact with us. You can also follow us across our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube and LinkedIn at Dominion Broadcast and on X at DominionCast. And that ends the news update on Dominion Television. Thank you for watching. I'm Ronke Giwa Onofua.